I've done a lot of living and I've found no matter where you go the old world round, they always go together hand in hand. Where there's one, there'll be the other, music and friends. When blue skies turn to gray and hide the sun, when tired hands their daily work has done, nothing seems to turn things round again and make the old world right like music and friends. Music and friends, it's so good to bring together music and friends. Side by side, no one can break them when we take the time to make them. Nothing else can take the place of music and friends. Music and friends, it's so good to bring together music and friends. Side by side, no one can break them when we take the time to make them. Where there's one, there'll be the other, music and friends. Nothing makes the old world right like music and friends.
Diddly-da, diddly-dum-doo. In the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, in the middle of the summer, in the middle of the bay, boots kicked off, feet out to dry, lying on the cuddy counting clouds in the sky. Throw her down and take a break, to hell with profits you won't make. Take her slack, 'cause you deserve to rock yourself on the ocean. Diddly-da, diddly-dum-doo. We work like devils from 9 to 5 so that we can have 8 wheels to drive. Tubes with colour, plastic bread, waves in her oven and water in her beds. Frantically driven to compete, pile her up, beg, bore or cheat. No time to play or cross the bay or stop and smell the ocean. Diddly-da, diddly-dum-doo. In the middle of the city with a racket and a roar, caged like a rat on the 15th floor, trying to make a living putting paper in a pile. Hard to find someone with a genuine smile. Life is never meant to be lived in a box. We need a little freedom like the gull and the fox. Grab the chance whenever you can and rock yourself on the ocean. Diddly-da, diddly-dum-doo. In the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, in the middle of the summer, in the middle of the bay, boots kicked off, feet out to dry, lying on the cuddy counting clouds in the sky. Throw her down and take a break, to hell with profits you won't make. Take her slack, 'cause you deserve to rock yourself on the ocean. To rock yourself on the ocean.
10 little turrs in the freezer is better than 100 in the bay. That's all I got last winter, got the rest of the turrs flew away. With all the money that I spent, it keeps me mad all day. But 10 little turrs in the freezer is better than 100 in the bay. I bought me a boat up in Toronto with a great big 80 mark. I put it in the water down in Hatchet Cove, but the damn old motor wouldn't work. Had to take it into Gander where it's taken most of me pay. But 10 little turrs in the freezer is better than 100 in the bay. My 'cause I got a little small Mercury with a boat about 10 or 12 feet. Go out and look down into his deep freeze and you'll see more turds than you can eat. So when I get the big old motor back again, I'm going to throw the damn lot away. 'Cause 10 little turds in the freezer is better than 100 in the bay. If I live on till next winter and the turds come back again, gonna buy me a little small Mercury, a 7.5 or a 10. Gonna buy me a little small speedboat, gonna paint it red and gray. Then I'll have more turds in your freezer, then I'll leave out flying in the bay. My buddy Sam Sober down in Little Heartsease, and it goes something like this right here. Now me and Sam is buddies, as anyone here can see. It breaks his heart to go out in Trinity Bay without me. 8 o'clock in the morning, if you're on the Dare Cove shore, you're guaranteed to see old Sam heading out for more. Trinity Bight is his first stop, 'cause the birds hang out there too. Don't you try to slow him down, he's not fooling around with you. He ain't got no time to talk, he haven't got all day. He's zipping up his rubber clothes and heading down the bay. Now people think that I'm a good shot 'cause I bring in a lot of turds, but I always go out with old Sam and there's things you ain't heard. He always kills the birds for me when I'm shaking in the wind, and telling God if I get back I'll never go out again. Now I'm finished fooling around, I'm serious you see. Sam Sober down in Heartsease means a hell of a lot to me. My song is almost over now, but these few words I'll say. Take off your hat to good old Sam, he's the king in Trinity Bay. Take off your hat to good old Sam, he's the king in Trinity Bay.
But there's nowhere to use them, and now it's too late. And they curse on the one who uttered the phrase, resettlement now while resettlement pays. He sits on the dock and he looks across the bay, and watches his memories as they pass on the waves. And he wonders what cards fate might have dealt if he'd told those officials to go straight to hell. 'Cause you can't take a man from the soil where he grew, lest you know how to solace his mind when you do. And for God's sake don't say how much greener's the grass, 'cause those uprooted people saw it wither too fast. You can launch a house easy and tow it away, but the home doesn't move, it continues to stay. And the dollars you make, sure they'll keep you alive, but they won't soothe the heart and they can't ease the mind. He spits on the plank and the memories roll. The spring sun is shining, there's a lop in the cove, and the shoreline is dotted with lobster pot boys. But his boat's full of weeds and there's tears in his eyes. Don't take a man from the life that he knows and tear up his roots and expect him to grow. 'Cause if he's unwillingly forced to decide, he'll move without leaving and never arrive. Don't take a man from the life that he knows and tear up his roots and expect him to grow. And for God's sake don't say how much greener's the grass, 'cause those uprooted people saw it wither too fast. Those uprooted people saw it wither too fast.
and candlelight, a sweet warm glass of wine. On wintry nights, no better way than this to pass the time. A few old songs and stories told of tales that never end. These memories are dear to me, spending time with friends, talking till the early hours. The time just slips away, and when it's time for them to go, I wish that they could stay and talk of good times that we've had and share them once again. Those precious moments I recall, spending time with friends. And as the years drift slowly by and old friends are no more, alone at night, that's when I wish they'd knock upon my door, to see familiar faces and hold their hands again. No better way to live our lives than spending time with friends. Are no more, alone at night, that's when I wish they'd knock upon my door, to see familiar faces and hold their hands again. No better way to live our lives than spending time with friends. To see familiar faces and hold their hands again. No better way to live our lives than spending time with friends.